The Batman Who Laughs issue 5 sees Batman shot up by the Blackgate SWAT team as he tries to tell them that the Joker-fied man on the other side of the glass is the Batman Who Laughs, who asks if Bruce is having fun being him. As the villain teleports away, Batman is left to deal with the cops, who try and shoot him with armor-piercing rounds. Batman smashes through the glass as the cops come for him, and as they ready their AP bullets, Batman grabs the alternate version of himself, using him and his body armor as a shield against the bullet storm. The bullets still hit him and more cops surround him. Batman talks to one of the officers, telling him he knows all about their families and vaguely threatens their lives. Batman says that he's going to walk out of the prison, and if they follow, he'll come for them, and when they ask why, he presents the head of Bruce Wayne, calling himself the Batman Who Laughs. Elsewhere, Jim is attacked by the rabid Robins, learning from the Grim Knight that they are all versions of Jim's son, James, and they are what James always wanted to be, a hunter-killer. Unsheathing a huge hunting knife, the villain says that this once belonged to his world's Jim, and he was going to use it to gut and feed his entrails to James. Jim dives into the water and the current takes him away, as the Grim Knight gives chase. The Robins come for him, but they are all killed by James, who helps his father, saying being down in the tunnels again has helped him remember his life before. Batman Who Laughs, meanwhile, presents himself to the Court of Owls, saying that he needs something from them, but instead they want to test their new chambers out on him. The littlest of them needs to decide what to do with the villain, and they say that they should hear out his proposal, since he wants what they want, and make Gotham into what it is meant to be. The Owl says no, and the Talons will now kill him. The Batman Who Laughs pleads, but it's all part of his plan, as he already has taken the Talons, cutting off their arms and making them useless. As the court makes their escape, the villain says that he has remodeled their mazes and they will not be able to escape. He also reveals that his favor was to really hear them all die screaming, and he succeeds, pushing the wheelchair-bound Owl into the void below him, while also revealing that he took a Talon from another world, that Talon being Bruce Wayne, who followed the Court of Owls instead of being Batman. The Talon confronts the Batman Who Laughs, fighting him and demanding to know where he is. Batman meanwhile watches his city through the visor, watching it and its people burn. James contacts him and tells him that he has Jim and the Grim Knight has booby-trapped their route out of the tunnels, but Batman sends his best vehicle to pick them up, taking them to the Batcave, where Bruce meets with them. Jim tells him Batman Who Laughs has 4 of the 6 containers he needs, and Bruce knows their only advantage is they came for him before the villain hacked Last Laugh, and now with Jim there they can stop him and protect the city. Batman tells them what Last Laugh will do and how it will quarantine the city from the outside world and stop the Batman Who Laughs from contaminating their water, and will give them a way to catch him. Jim says that it's going to be okay, and Bruce agrees, telling him to put his hand on the panel and activate Last Laugh. The protocol is activated and the countdown begins, but Batman still needs to do his part. However, he hesitates, knowing something is wrong and maybe the villain wants them to activate Last Laugh since he's found access to their reservoir, hence why the pipes James looked at were all fine. A message soon arrives for Batman and Jim tells him not to answer it, but he does. The Batman Who Laughs is on the other end, and Batman tells him that they have figured out his plan, but the villain wants to show him something, pulling up an old map of Gotham circa 1699, saying this is what Gotham really is, and for all Bruce's hatred for him, the Batman Who Laughs is really his best friend, and he's trying to see what he could be and what the city could be and what it always is. The villain says that the Last Laugh was created so that Gotham could become a seat of power and a new stronger man would be incubated there. He reveals Potter's Field has a hidden disease in it that will spread pestilence, and Batman's friends lie to him about it as the countdown continues towards its end. Jim tries to stop the villain's speech and stop Batman, but he is knocked out of the way. James pulls his gun on Batman, but he presses a button, dropping some of the cave roof on the boy as the villain tells Bruce to see Gotham for what it always was and is, and what it can be, a new kind of city, with people who laugh last like he does. Alfred tells Bruce to stop since the toxin in his blood has almost killed him and reached critical level, and he's clearly not thinking properly. He says Bruce must stand for something better, but Bruce tearfully says that hasn't worked, activating the computer, and instead of stopping the infected Last Laugh from activating, he follows the Batman Who Laughs and activates it. The Batman Who Laughs issue 5 was yet another intense issue that brings us into the final act of the titular villain's plan. I really do commend Scott Snyder and Jock for turning what could have easily just been a tie-in for a popular character, a very limited limited edition tie-in into a kind of must-read grand scheme of things book, especially with news of this book leading into the new Batman Superman book, which very interesting, especially since this is getting an extra issue. So I am very wary that I hope the story actually wraps up properly next issue, and that extra issue is just kind of like bridging the gap, and hopefully the original ending of the series when it was originally 6 issues isn't changed in any way. But I'm looking forward to the finale of the book and what and where the Batman Who Laughs will go and terrorize next. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.